Carol Mackenzie.
daughter of Delia Whyte and John
Canini,
Yes.
Yeah.
Sandy Chisum.
And your mother's name was Alice, is it?
Alice Mary.
Alice.
Canini.
Yeah, okay.
Laura Lally,
Yeah.
mother, Margaret,
Daughter
and
of Delia.
daughter of Delia
Delia Whyte.
White.
Yeah.
Brooklawn.
And yourself?
My name is Teresa Canavan, daughter of Kate Whyte from Brooklawn. Born in Tubbercurry, County Sligo.
And could you give the background to the Whytes of this group here now?
Of this group here,
Yeah.
they're all, their mother was my first cousin.
Mm.
Their grandmother was my aunt.
Mm.
And they're second cousins of Turlock, and the younger generation of Raffertys that are grown up.
And what's the relationship to the Whytes of Ballinastack?
The relationship with the Whytes of Ballinastack, my grandfather, Michael Whyte, and Pat Whyte from Ballinastack were brothers.
They were brothers, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my
Your grandfather?
grandfather's brother.
Yeah.
Mm. And how many were in that family?
There was nine.
Nine.
Nine siblings. The Whytes in Ballinastack bet the Whytes of Brooklawn by one sibling, and his name was Martin.
And can you name out all the family members of
Of my Whyte family.
the Whyte family from Ballinastack?
Delia was the eldest.
Yeah.
Mary was second. John was third. Michael was fourth. Laura was fifth. Julia was sixth. Aunt Margaret was seven. Mother was eight, Kate. And Tom was the ninth, the youngest sibling.
And what happened to most of them? Or what happened to them all, if you know, yeah?
Six of them immigrated to the US of America and three stayed in Ireland.
And
Laura in Brooklawn, who married Pat Kelly. My mother, Kate, married John Rafferty. And Tom married Nellie Neary in Williamstown, County Galway.
And what happened to the ones that went to America? Did you ever hear?
Delia, their grandmother, was she died young in 1947.
Can you tell us something about her?
1950.
Do you know much about her?
1950.
Oh,
1950.
1950.
Yeah.
And Mary, she only died a few years ago. Her children were home about 1983. Her two sons and their wives came over on a holiday to Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
And Julia and Margaret, my mother's sisters, they were home in 1964 for a holiday. And I was in America to visit them in 1972. I visited New Jersey to Aunt Margaret and to New York to Aunt Julia.
And how many descendants are you aware of from the Ballinastack Whyte? That your grandfather.
Grandmother came from Galway.
Yeah.
Sligo. Toom in Sligo.
Yeah.
Our grandmother, Delia White. And we were only 4 and 5 years old
Well, your
when she
mother was
passed
next.
away.
Your mother Peggy was her children.
I'm the
oldest.
Yes,
Yeah.
my
And
mother.
Delia Whyte was your grandmother.
Yes.
Yes,
that
and
immigrated.
Sandy's mother, Alice,
Was
Was-
Delia's daughter.
was my,
Their mother's sister.
Two sisters. Your two mothers were sisters.
Yes.
Right. And
Our
there was
mother.
also a brother, John. Yeah.
Mm.
yes,
So, yeah.
John Canini.
And of the ones that went to America, have you tracked down many of them? Many went to America. 6 went to America, was it?
Six went to America.
And how
John,
many?
the Delia's dead. They're all dead.
They're all dead.
All the Whytes are dead.
Yeah. But everybody knew where they were, where everybody was at the
Well,
end.
maybe
We were very young when
they were
Yeah.
very young. They wouldn't recall.
Okay.
That's I think. And
So
there
you're-
was no phones that time or anything. It was just letter writing. Actually, they brought home a letter that my mother wrote in 1964 after John F. Kennedy dying,
Okay.
and my mother's handwriting, and they brought me home the letter.
Mhm.
And I tell you one thing: the handwriting, and didn't go to university. It was top prize.
But that's the one thing we were taught long ago,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
write
That was
properly.
the university in Ireland years ago, the national school for Ashford GS.
Yeah.
You had to use the nib.
Eh?
The nib
Yeah.
and the pen.
Yeah.
And then the biros came. They
Beautiful
were
write.
they were
All
banned. The biros
Whytes,
were banned when they
every
came.
one of
Yeah.
them, their handwriting was just
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's your first visit back here, is it?
It is.
Yes.
My first
And what do you think?
visit. Love
Yeah.
Is it what you expected it to be now?
it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only heard wonderful things.
Every
Only
time
good.
we talked to someone, they would mention how beautiful
Beautiful,
you're
yeah.
gonna have a great time.
And
That's
how
what they would
nice the
say.
people are, which
Yes.
is true.
Yes.
Everyone's been wonderful.
And
You didn't happen to see any leprechauns or any of that kind of
Not
stuff?
yet,
no?
not yet, but we're hoping to.
But we're hoping for that pot of gold somewhere.
Noel,
That's-
Noel Whyte and Brendan gave them a lovely tour at Ballinastack
Yes,
yesterday.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
And is it as modern as you expect it to be now? Did you think of it?
yeah,
You
yeah,
weren't
yeah.
expecting
Oh,
it to be like thatched cottages and.
No, we
No.
don't.
Well, we want to see the thatch cottages.
Well, we
Yeah.
saw one
You were in
today.
one today.
We were
We
in
got
one
to see
today, and
it.
it was
Yeah,
lovely.
there's a couple of them around. It's still around.
Yeah,
Yes.
They're preserving them really, if you
Yeah,
can, you know.
yeah.
So,
Very
Beautiful,
good.
just beautiful.
Amazing country, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
so how are you finding your cousins?
love
Oh,
my
we're
cousins.
great. She's
No.
wonderful to us.
They,
Oh,
all
my
of them,
goodness.
everybody's been
They've
so
been
great.
Turk, he's been wonderful.
That would make me cry.
Turlock is
That's what we
my
want you to
nephew.
do, yeah.
Turlock is my nephew,
Turlock.
and he's done the show for me.
Oh, he
Oh,
picked
he's
us
been
up at the
wonderful.
airport. He's
Been
taken
wonderful.
us all around, just like Teresa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got the Irish wit.
Oh,
He
yes.
certainly does.
Do you think you come back again?
Absolutely,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk again.